Welcome to Outlaw Librarians, Jailbreaking the Modern Library, a Peoria Public Library podcast, where we bend and break the rules of the old-fashioned library. Listen while we talk about how librarians are breaking the stereotype of boring, stuffy libraries. Welcome back to the Peoria Public Library podcast, Outlaw Librarians. We're here at podcast number 11, Escape with Your Favorites, and we are welcoming Robin today. Welcome, Robin. What is your history with PPL? How long have you been here? What's your job title?
I started at PPL in July of 2014. My official title is Manager of Material Selection and Collection Development, but I usually shorten it up to Collection Development Manager.
Okay. So you order for each branch, correct?
Correct.
So how do you get a sense of what each branch needs, what their likes are? How are they different? And how do you learn that?
The managers and staff at the individual branches are very good about emailing me with requests. They look out for trends that they're seeing at their locations. I also check circulation and hold statistics to see like what authors, what titles, what subjects are checking out, and what patrons are putting holds on. And then I also try to keep current with what's happening in the community by different websites and listservs that are put out throughout the community. And then try to make sure that we have the resources to keep our patrons informed and entertained.
All right. Where do you find out what new books are coming out? You mentioned listservs, but do you have any other resources that you go to?
I have multiple ones that I use. Some of them are journals, and some of those are kind of library specific, such as Book List, Library Journal, School Library Journal, and Publishers Weekly. I also use a couple of book and AV or audiovisual jobbers like Baker and Taylor and Midwest Tape. A lot of them have calendars of new titles that are coming out and what formats they're available in. So like if I order a popular book, then I'll try to also get the popular audiobook so that we have it in both formats for patrons. I also belong to a number of book-related listservs, which I mentioned before, and blogs are a really good place to find out what's new and what's popular.
All right. So a journal's kind of a magazine, correct?
Correct.
All right. How do you make the tough decisions of what books to get, to choose for each library versus what isn't necessary?
I use a lot of reviews, which I mentioned about the journals and the listservs and the blogs.
Okay.
And I look at what we already have in the collection on the subject, and then I get input from the library staff.
Okay, it's good to hear. Can patrons recommend a book or an author to add to our collection? And if they did, how would they do that?
Yes, they can. And the best way to go about that is to go to the library website and under Using the Library, go to question 4, ask the librarian a question, click on the email reference, and make your request there.
Oh, that's pretty easy. Is there any criteria for recommending a book to the collection?
It needs to be a title that we do not own, one that will appeal to others, not just like one person. It's not limited in scope, and that I can find good reviews for.
All right. So not too bad. What do you love most about your job as collection developer?
I guess you could say that this is my dream job. It's like a puzzle. You're finding and ordering the right materials, both books and audiovisual, to meet the needs of our patrons and our community. And every day is different, and we have so many different people with so many different interests. So it's just every day is different.
All right. So you see a wide variety of likes and dislikes, and
yes,
you get to learn the people of the library
and the community.
All right, finally, what are you reading? What is on your nightstand?
I usually have many books going at the same time, and I have many lists of books that I want to read, and that's
never-ending to read list.
Yes, because as you go through the reviews, you just see all these books that you want to read.
Yeah.
Right now, to backtrack, I like cozy mysteries, I like holiday-related books, and I like book series that continue so that like you get characters that you follow through like a number of years or different venues. Currently, I'm reading Holly and Ivy by Fern Michaels, the Mrs. Polifax series, which I picked up off a cozy mystery listserv. It's an older series from the late 1960s, 1970s, which is really kind of cool. And I'm currently reading Mrs. Polifax on the China Station. Donna Andrew just came out with a new book, How the Finch Stole Christmas, which is part of her Meg Langslow series. And then One I just picked up is called Little Old Lady Who Broke All the Rules by Katharina Engelman Sundberg. And this was published in Sweden. So it has kind of some other country isms in it. And it's kind of fun to read it.
Well, so you really do read many books at one time.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Okay, well, thank you for joining us, Robin, at our podcast number 11, Escape with Your Favorites. Thank you for joining us. Bye. Thanks for listening to us here on Outlaw Librarians, Jailbreaking the Modern Library, a Peoria Public Library podcast. We strive to break the rules and laws of the old silent libraries and make them fun and exciting again. We hope you enjoyed listening and learning about the new noisy rules of libraries. You're a daisy! The Show Must Be Go by Kevin MacLeod, Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Website http://creativecommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/